Hello and welcome to a new SEGA News Bits. I'm your host George, and with me is the fantastical Barry.
Hello.
With a PH.
Oh.
Not with an F.
Oh.
Please don't get confused. Well, we're going to talk about the brand new Phantasy Star 30th anniversary game that got announced. It's called IDOLA Phantasy Star Saga. And it's a mobile game that has already been confirmed to have gacha. Is that how you say that?
Gotcha.
Mechanics, where you basically just give them money to pull cards or characters or whatever the hell. They also changed the art style around. Now they're like more just typical anime generic characters. Like before in the past, they would have their own kind of unique art style or like fashion, but it also they always look spacey. Now they're like shirtless. It doesn't matter. That's crap.
Wait, you don't like
They
this?
also screwed up in like the most basic everything. Like they screwed up the way the fights look. It looks like a Final Fantasy fight instead of a Phantasy Star fight, which is behind the shoulder. It's like, I don't know, man, like they couldn't screw this announcement up the most. And usually I just give out the news first and then tell my opinion, but this thing bothers me so much that I just had to say it.
Yeah,
right in the opening.
The reveal there, it's like, because we saw this cool kind of sketch style, and I was thinking, oh, they might be doing like Valkyria Chronicles Phantasy Star. That would be an interesting kind of take. And then it's this knight, and then it just takes its helmet off, and it's an anime girl.
It's like, that's all you have to know about this game, basically, right there, right?
Yeah.
It's like when I saw this, I just got so disappointed because like when they showed the teaser, it was just that mask. I thought it was like one of the robots in the game, and I'm like, you know, that's pretty cool that they used the robot to promote this. It should be pretty cool. And no, it was like the worst of the worst.
You see, I was taking from it that it might be like knights, and so it would be a little more of a fantasy instead of sci-fi Phantasy Star, which I was like, that'd be kind of cool, like if it took place in the distant past, you know, and it was like showing the first time that Dark Vowels appeared or something like that.
That'd be pretty cool, or it could be like, I don't know if you ever played Warhammer 40k, but there's like planets where like everything's backwards, like they're like medieval fantasy in that planet, but like they're actually in the same time frame as all these like space marines and stuff. I like that kind of stuff, but you know, I don't think this is gonna have that type of lore, you know.
No, yeah, I don't really know what this. It's almost like the enemies from Phantasy Star went into a different game.
Yeah, and they also said that they're gonna do soft tie-ins to Phantasy Star Online too. And outside of that, they also said that they wanted this to be like the future of the Phantasy Star franchise. They have Phantasy Star Online 2 developers and producers and artists working on this game. And it's kind of weird because it looks nothing like Phantasy Star Online 2. Like, Phantasy Star Online 2, when you saw the promotional material, it was like bulky, like, mech suits they were in.
Yeah. And
they still looked like it was in space. This just does not look like that at all. I guess they changed their mind on the designs. What do you think had the best designs, Barry?
Oh, man, that's... I really like the Phantasy Star 4 designs, and my personal preference is PSO. I just have such a strong, you know, connection to those games. And I'm looking at these, and it's like a guy in a t-shirt.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
It's
and
a
like when you saw
schoolgirl.
PSO,
Yeah.
like the mages, the robots, they had their own art style, and they kind of felt like they had their own culture just by looking at the art. This is just like, hey, dude, here's this shirtless guy with some tribal tattoos.
It's pretty pathetic. I don't know why they're doing this.
And what do you think about them saying they want this to be like the next evolution of the franchise, meaning they want this to replace Phantasy Star Online 2? What do you think about that?
No, thank you. Please stop. Stop it.
Do you think it's going to last 5 years, which Phantasy Star Online 2 has already lasted?
I hope not. I don't know. I'd like to see Phantasy Star back as a console RPG that is either, you know, an MMO or just a straight, like, do Phantasy Star 5. I don't know why they're not doing that. Cater to a worldwide audience.
I did ask on the site what people wanted the future of the franchise to be. Mine was obviously a new kind of like Phantasy Star Mania, where it takes cues from the old games but kind of expands it and adds something new to bring new people in. And a modern release of a definitive version of Phantasy Star Online, because I feel like Phantasy Star Online had a lot to offer. I just feel like they just need to modernize the controls for new players and leave, you know, the classic mode for the old players.
Right, yeah.
I think it would be alright.
Yeah, that would work. I'd play that.
So what do you guys think about IDOLA, the new Phantasy Star Saga game? Are you guys into it? Do you guys want to play more games, I guess, of Phantasy Star on mobile? Do you think they should have kept the old art style, or are you happy that they didn't taint the old games in this franchise? Let me know in the comments below. If you like our content, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/SEGA Bits. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Got it.